Hello, everyone. Um, Here comes a movie review. Today, I saw Get Out. First, let me say I am not. I have specific genres that I like. I like anything that's heroic because heroes, real heroes, are like manly dudes to me, and I always get up to see that type of stuff because it's kind of how, in some way, how men should be. Because sometimes they go overboard with it. But anyway, let me stop digressing and get back to the gist of it. Um, I believe Get Out is a mixture of genres. It's a thriller, comedy, horror, and it's also social commentary. And I'm going to have to critique the movie on all of its merits. So let me start off first. If out of on a horror scale, I'll give it. Um, it's also a thriller. So on a horror scale, I'll give it a C. I'm not a horror fan. I don't know uh, great, fantastic horror movies to put it against, but I'll say this: I wasn't really scared. So uh, it has some moments that could be somewhat frightening and make somebody jump. I'm not much of a jumper, but on the little bit that I threw in there, I give it a C. On the thrilling part of the movie, a thriller, um, I'll give it a B because it had a lot of suspense, and you're like, where's this going? So I'll give it a B for it being thrilling. Um, for the comedy, because I didn't laugh at so much stuff, I give it an A plus. I know it had a lot of the comedic moments were sparse, but if you look at the film and what the message is overall, you will laugh your ass off. Because I was laughing once I kind of got it, like how they threw in social cliches to point out the obvious, and that was hilarious. So let me, if people don't know what the movie Get Out is about, I'll give it just the basic overview. It's about an interracial couple, a black man who dates a white woman, and a white woman takes the black man home to meet her family, and everything happens after that. Um, so I'll give it an A for the comedy. I'll give it a B for thriller, and I give it a C for horror, and for the message that it was trying to teach, the message itself, um, I'll give it a B plus. So if I was to rank this movie overall, I'll give it a solid a solid B. Now, for people who are horror fans, not that I'm one, but I know horror fans will probably be disappointed. But for people who really are into progressive thinking, social commentary type movies, they probably give it an A. Me, I'll stick with the B overall. I thought the pacing was extremely slow, but I think the slow pacing was to um, get people to care about the characters, and I do understand they do that in certain movies. Um, I don't think it was necessary, but who am I? I didn't make the movie. I just watched it, and I will say this: it's hard for me to sit in a theater, and I found it hard for me to sit through and watch this because I think it took. It wasn't so much exposition; it was the way that they tried to develop the different characters. It's, it's like okay, they want you to be perplexed, and because they really want you to ask what's going on, they overdo it when it could be much more simplistic. I've seen um, Quentin Tarantino is great with exposition that doesn't feel like it's in some of his movies is not overused. It's like necessary to understand the thoughts of the character, but sometimes in Get Out, I think that the pacing was overdone. It was relatively slow, but it was still a good movie. So for people who just are looking for a great laugh and are not too angry, I think it's a great movie to see. Um, if uh, if you if you are looking for a super horror film, um, I'm not going to recommend it for horror guys like that because they're going to be disappointed because I know there's a lot of low budget horror movies that probably kill it. But for what it does, for what's going on in the world today with social overtones, I think this movie is great, and I recommend it highly for people who are about that. Um, Comedy is you're gonna laugh your ass off. Thriller, yeah, you get that. Horror, not so much, but socially, it have you looking at the world a little different. And one thing I'll give away a little bit of spoiler. Um, well, it's not gonna be a spoiler, but people who've seen a lot of movies with black people in horror movies will laugh a lot in this movie. Okay, that's what I'll say. Everybody have a great day. Love yourself. Thundercats ho, baby.